Hey guys, welcome back to Rich Tech, and in this episode I want to talk very briefly about the Osmo Pocket. I would have recently said that the Osmo Pocket doesn't come with a trackpad, so you might be wondering, well, how do you control the Osmo Pocket? Well, in this episode I plan to explain the 3 or 4 ways that you can actually control the Osmo Pocket, so stay tuned. We're back, and the question arises, especially when you want to decide whether you need to purchase the Osmo Pocket or not, whether it's worth it or not. Comparing it previously to the DJI Osmo Mobile, the Osmo Mobile has a physical trackpad which you can actually use your same hand that you're holding the mobile with and be able to move the camera, the gimbal into whichever direction that you want using the trackpad, a physical trackpad. Now the Osmo Pocket is a little bit different. The Osmo Pocket comes with an actual screen, and to the right of that screen you can scroll up or down to move it up or down, and to the bottom you can actually scroll left or right using your fingertip because it's touchscreen and you touch it left or right. The issue that arises with that method, which is that first method of controlling the camera, the gimbal, is that you can't make diagonal movements, and obviously sometimes you need that cinematic diagonal movement to make it look like it's worth every penny, right, for that video. So that is the first way, moving it up and down using the smart screen, well, the touch screen. And now there's a second way of actually controlling the Osmo Pocket, and this is how you do it. You actually use the app. There's this new Mimo app that came out, and you can actually use the phone which runs the app that connects to the Pocket. It joins into one, and basically you can there's a actual trackpad there that allows you to move the camera or the gimbal in whichever direction you want. This is really the only way, as far as I know, that you can actually make the Osmo Pocket move in a diagonal direction. So if you want like sort of a cinematic look, like for example like that, actually that's not it, actually like that, yeah, you see it's diagonally looking, right? Okay, yeah, yeah, so like that, then you would want to try out the touch screen. The touchscreen on the actual phone and the app itself, which allows you to have that trackpad that you can actually press on. It's not a real trackpad, as I said, it's a simulated trackpad, but at least it will allow you to move from one direction, from this direction to that direction, and so you can get a cinematic view when you're recording. Now, there is a third option. That third option is to actually buy the accessory. There's an accessory wheel that you can buy, and you can put that into the Pocket. However, as far as I can tell, you cannot use that either to do a diagonal movement. It only allows you to go up, down, and when you flick a switch right next to it, left or right. So that again, I don't know why DJI didn't just simply create a trackpad, a physical trackpad, instead of that track wheel. I think that a trackpad would have been the best way to get things going, especially when you want to move from one direction to the other direction, one direction to the other direction. Diagonally, it makes it, to me, it makes a difference. That would be another way. Now there's a fourth way of actually controlling the Osmo Pocket, and that is to actually use the active track that's built into the Osmo Pocket. Now with the active track, that would sort of allow you to make sometimes diagonal movements if the object moves in a diagonal fashion. So that is actually, I just counted out the 4 ways of actually controlling the Osmo Pocket. And the reason why I actually decided I'd make this video is because I have been wondering whether I want to actually purchase the Osmo Pocket for my intents and purposes. I do have a DJI Osmo Mobile 2, and that works pretty fine. I'm using it right now. But I'm thinking that the Osmo Pocket, if I could get the same features out of the Osmo Pocket, I would actually want that. However, the deal breaker again for me is that I don't particularly like touchscreen versions of the trackpads. I would much prefer to have a physical trackpad that does this. So guys, I hope that this answers another question. I'm not saying don't buy it. I'm just saying that if you're interested in getting some movements, make sure to consider the fact that the only way to do that is to actually use a touchscreen version of the trackpad, which only comes with the actual app. Alright guys, so thank you so much for viewing, and I'll see you guys again soon.